All right, Ames Flyers Squirt Orange team is playing the Mound Westonka Falcons, maybe. The Flyers are sporting orange jerseys this morning. We got Sobotka, Howie, looks like Kalesi, Sullivan Baker on the ice, and Paulson. So the puck goes down in the near corner on the Flyers side of the ice. Westonka gets it, and now the Flyers have it. Baker tries to get out of the zone and can't quite do it, but now the Flyers do. Now the puck's in the neutral zone. Westonka's regrouping in their end. Connor Kalesi challenged it, and they dump the puck to Howie. Howie sends it to the neutral zone. Battle by Dorman and Neese turns to a loose puck. Baker's going to get to the puck behind our goal line. He hits the brakes behind the net. Hits the brakes again, loses the puck. Now it's got it back underneath a Westonka player. Puck's loose now. Connor Neese comes out with it. He's off to the races. He outlets up to Eli Van Bergen in neutral ice. Eli's chasing after it. Westonka gets it into the neutral zone, but Dorman chips it back to, looks like Logan. Logan has it into the neutral ice. Now Neese. Westonka gets it back out to Logan. Logan back out to Van Bergen, neutral zone. Battle here on the near boards. Neese comes in to help, and puck squirts out to Westonka. Dorman's got it now, neutral zone. He's going to dump it into the near corner. Westonka's going to get to it first. Dorman's going to meet him behind the net. They go out to the puck, goes to the far corner now up the boards. Ames can't keep it in the zone, and Logan's chasing after it into our zone. He has it now. Outlets up to Van Bergen. Van Bergen's off the boards. It loses it at the midline. Now it's back into the blue line. Crone up to Van Bergen again. Puck battle here in neutral zone. Francis almost was able to grab it, but he lost it to Westonka. Westonka now enters the zone, but Logan steps up and chips it back. Now Westonka is going to take a weak shot. Block save by Ezra. Ezra's in net today. It's a good save by Ezra. Puck stays in the zone as Westonka player crashes the boards. Puck's into the near corner. They fan on a shot attempt. Puck goes across the crease and can't find a home. Now it's in on the far boards, and we're going to try to outlet it out. I think that's Evan Lundquist. Puck, weak shot, misses its target to the right. Westonka is trying to centering pass, but Francis winds it around the boards on the far boards now. Westonka takes a shot and redirected off a skate. Another shot, blocker save. And it looks like Westonka took a shot and it stayed on the goal line and didn't quite cross. And now Evan's got it. I think that's Evan. Yep. He chips it in, and we get a chip and a change. Now Cohen is in the game. Francis is on. Flyers get a big change. We got Sullivan, Connor Kalesi, Sobotka, and Paulson are on the ice, and we got an offsides call with 8:37 to go in the first period, 0-0. The Flyers are going to stay with that line, but we got Baker and Howie at D. Westonka wins the face-off, and then the Flyers are going to dump it in. It should be on ice, and it is. So we'll go all the way back down. We got Kalesi, Sobotka, Paulson, Baker, and Howie on the ice for the Flyers. Connor's taking the face-off. Mound Westonka wins it back to the point. There you go, D-to-D pass. And now they're going to get to the puck by the far circle. A good shot, block save by Ezra. Now the Flyers clear the puck out of the zone. Will be an icing if it makes it, and it does. We're going to go back down the other end. 8:10 to go in the first. Looks like we got a little bit of a change. Can't tell who all's on the ice just yet. Flyers win the face-off. We got Crone and Neese. Connor Neese has it in neutral zone, loses it to Mound Westonka. It comes out to Crone. Crone's got it. He's going to try to enter the neutral zone and does. Logan's now at the midline. Tries to get into the offensive zone and can't quite do it. Mound kicks it back out, and looks like Riot as it go our goal line. She's going to try to wrap it around the boards, but Tanner fans on it. Now Connor's got it. Nice is at the logo. He has it chipped away by a Westonka defender. Puck gets shot up the far boards into our O zone. Nice and Tanner are forechecking. Player skates around him and into the neutral zone. Dorman pesters him at the logo and forces an offsides. So we got Dorman, Van Bergen, Lindquist with Howie and Baker at D. Lindquist wins the faceoff over to Dorman, over to Howie. Howie has it entering the neutral zone. Puck's chipped off his stick. Westonka gets possession at the logo. He goes through one defender, goes around another. He enters O zone. Howie forces the puck off his stick and into the near corner. Puck's at the dot. Westonka tries to take a shot, but good stick up by Lindquist. Swatted away by Dorman. Now Lindquist into the far corner. Howie pestering the Westonka player, goes around the net, and they lose the puck behind the goal line. Bergen has it. He tries to skate it out of the zone and tries now to chip it out. They get it at the point. They're going to take a shot, redirected by Sullivan. Take a shot that goes wide left. Van Bergen gets to it on the near boards. He has it. A host of Flyers come to help. Battle on the boards. Puck shoots out. Lindquist has it. He tries to get out of the zone and can't. Now Dorman gets it out of the zone at the Lindquist, but they lose possession of it at the center line. Puck battle on the boards here, goes into the D zone. Flyers call for a change. Westonka gets some momentum here. They're looking up. And then he passes it. Loses it on the boards. Kalesi comes on the ice with Cohen and Francis. Those are your forwards. Riot and Logan are your D. Westonka has it. They enter the zone. Francis has a good back check. Riot can't quite play it. Puck goes behind the net. Loose puck in front of the net. Now Logan has it. Logan's got some speed. He dangles around a player off the boards. See if he can get to it first. He gets to it. Now he's going to dump it in the corner and retreat. Francis is forechecking with Connor. Kalesi. Puck's loose behind the goal line. Oh, we got a chance here. Oh, good cover by the Westonka goalie. Loose puck there with just Francis and Connor Kalesi, and almost had a shot. Flyers going to get a change. We got Nice, Paulson, and Sabatka are the forwards with Crone and Riot as D. Connor wins the faceoff over to Paulson. Paulson over to Sabatka. Gets a shot attempt. Puck's loose, covered by Westonka. Can't tell what their logo is. Looks like they are the Mound Westonka White Hawks. Connor's taking the faceoff. They win it back to the corner. They try to wrap it around the boards. Logan keeps it in. He's going to take a shot from the point, redirected by Connor, and then they chip it out, and they get it out of the zone. Logan's going to regroup. He's going to go D-to-D pass to Riot. Riot has it at the logo. Riot's going to dump it into the zone, let the forwards go chase. They've got the puck behind the net. They try to wrap it around the boards, and they do. Gets it out of the zone. Riot's going to get to it first. And Baker comes to help, but then they lose control of it. Now Riot's got it. Tries to get it over to Paulson and does. He chips it into the zone. And you got Nice forechecking. Nice causes a turnover. Paulson's got to take a shot from the top of the dot. Gets redirected back to the corner. Now Nice takes a shot off the post. Westonka clears it out. Sullivan couldn't quite keep it in, and then has it. Now he chips it in and going to have an offsides call with 4:17 to go in the first. Flyers have a couple shot attempts. Didn't quite make it as a shot on goal, but a lot more offensive pressure than they have had in the past. We got Zane, Evan, and Tanner as your forwards, and Corbin and Sullivan at D. Zane and Corbin chasing there on the far boards. Corbin gets it and chips it back into the neutral zone. They have it at the blue line. They're going to chip it in. That should be an ice, but they did not call it. Puck wraps around. Westonka gets to it and battle behind the net. Ooh, faked out Ezra and scored. So the Westonka goalie or player went behind the net. He was going to go to one side and then went back to the other. And that'll be a 1-0 score with 3:50 to go in the first. Mound at Westonka. Flyers get a change. Dorman, Kalesi, Van Bergen with Riot and Logan at D. Mound Westonka dumps it into our zone. Riot's chasing after it. She gets to the puck first and is coming around the net over to Eli, off the boards to Connor, out of the zone. Westonka tries to chip it back in. Shot goes off Ezra and they score on the rebound. So it's 2-0. Mound Westonka with 3:20 to go in the first. Kalesi, Van Bergen, Dorman. Kalesi wins the faceoff. Mound Westonka gets possession. They dump it in. Dorman's chasing. Riot's there. Shot saved by Ezra. Flyers get a change at 3:15 to go. Got Nice. I can't quite see who all's in there yet. Cohen, Sullivan, Nice, Howie. Looks like Francis. Cohen's got it at the top of the circle. He loses possession of it to Westonka. They go across the crease, take a weak shot that goes wide right. Sullivan battling behind the net and then cleared by Howie and back into the boards. Westonka is trying to get to the point. They do, and then pass it across the ice to the near boards. And they got possession. Go D-to-D pass. They lose the pass, but take a weak shot, blocked by Connor. Connor chips it off the boards, and he's chasing after it. Westonka gets possession, is regrouping in their D zone. They try to get it out. Sullivan can't quite keep it in. Now they got possession. Good step up there by Sabatka, but loses possession. Howie challenged it, and good save by Ezra. Puck's in the near boards. Sabatka has it. He's out, gets it out of the zone. And Flyers are going to try to get a change. Sabatka keeps it in. Didn't call offsides there. Lindquist is challenging here at the goal line. They're going to wrap it around. Howie's going to try to keep it in, but can't. Fans on it, and that results in a breakaway opportunity for Westonka. Let's see what Ezra does. And good save by Ezra on the 3-on-0 breakaway. Flyers keep it in and loose puck. Ooh. With 1:25 to go in the first, it is 2-0. Tanner's got it, and he shoots it to the near boards. Kalesi's battling. Now puck's at the blue line. Flyers got to tag up. Zane gets out of the zone. Now they try to chip it back in. Roan is battling on the far boards. Now puck comes out to Westonka. They try to chip it into the zone and get possession now. Logan's back. They try to pass over. Tanner misses it, and it comes to the near boards. Now Logan has it. Logan battling here, but Westonka gets possession. Zane is pestering, and now Connor They lose it. Now they enter the zone. Offsides call. 34 seconds to go in the first. Connor Neese took the face-off. Puck comes out to Sullivan Baker. Baker's got it behind our net with Howie and Connor Neese and Eli Van Bergen and Dorman. Puck's loose behind the net. They shoot it off the back of the goal. Puck comes out to Howie. Howie and Dorman are battling there. Now puck comes out to Connor Neese. He gets possession of it. He tries to get out of the zone and can't. Puck comes back down to Baker behind the net. Baker's got it. And we got a end of the period. We'll be back in a minute. All right, start of the second period. We got Dorman, Neese, Van Bergen, Howie, and Baker on the ice. 2-0, Mound, Westonka. Neese taking the face-off. He wins it forward, and Westonka gets possession into the neutral zone. Comes out to Neese. Neese has it, but then loses it. Dorman's there, tries to get his stick on it. Can't. Westonka enters the zone, but good step up by Sullivan and clears it back down the ice. Puck's loose in the neutral zone. Westonka gets possession. Baker's back challenging and takes it away. Good job by Sullivan. They get possession behind the net. They're centering pass, loose puck, and then taken away by Neese. Neese is off to the races. He's got some momentum. He goes around a player. Oh, he's got Eli with him. Connor is going to take a shot and scores. All right. Great play by Connor Neese. He had Eli with him. Went around a player and got a nice shot. So it's 2-1. Mound, Westonka. Here we go. That's some good offensive pressure by the Flyers. Lundqvist, Lee, Francis, Cohen, Riot, and Logan. All right, Mount Westonka enters the zone. They're going to take a shot. Stick saved by Ezra. Cohen's going to try to wrap it around the boards, get out of the zone. Westonka gets possession, and then they try to dump it back in. Cohen's battling for the puck on the far boards. He chips it over to their D. They get it, possession, and now Riot has it. She's skating it out of the zone. Loses possession at the line, and then chips it into the zone, but they have possession. Now their puck crosses the logo. Logan has it, and he's content with dumping it into the offensive zone, and Lundqvist is chasing. Westonka tries to chip it out of the zone. Riot can't quite keep it in. Cohen is there to chip it over to Francis. Francis has it now. He chips it into the zone, but battle at the blue line. Westonka comes out with it. Good stick by Riot. Cohen tried to chip it into the zone, but brief offsides moment, and it's offside. So we'll have a face-off with 10 minutes to go in the second period. We got Sabatka, Kalesi, and Paulson as your face-off. Kalesi wins it forward. Sabatka keeps it in. He dumps it down to Kalesi. Kalesi's got it top of the circle, takes a shot, redirected. Ooh, good shot by Paulson on the rebound and couldn't quite get it buried. Corbin steps up and keeps it in the zone, then taken away by Paulson. Paulson has it behind the net, wraps it around the boards. Sabatka's going to get to it first. He tries to chip it back down, can't, but Sullivan chipped it in, but now Westonka has possession in the neutral zone. Challenged by Howie at the blue line. They enter the zone. They lose it. Now they center it. Kalesi had a good stick on it. Now Howie. Now Baker. Baker skating it over to Sabatka, and it gets out of the zone, but Westonka's got possession, neutral zone. They're regrouping. They enter the neutral zone. Back and forth action here. Taken away by Paulson. Paulson has it. It's one-on-one. Oh, and we had an offsides with the line change. Ooh, tough one. We had Paulson with one-on-one and got caught with an early line change. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Face-off by Nice. Nice has it, and they chip it into the zone. Ooh, almost taken away. Tanner's on the ice with Evan and Connor. Connor's chasing after it. The near boards comes over to Zane. Zane's battling for it. Now Tanner chips it. But Mound, Westonka comes out of the D zone. Now they got some momentum. They enter the O zone. They go around Riot. Takes a shot, and good save by Ezra. Flyers are going to get a change. We got five new Flyers on the ice here. So we got Lindquist, Dorman, Baker, Van Bergen, and Howie. Face-offs battle here. Comes over to Baker. Yep, Baker's got it. Then over to Lindquist. Lindquist has got the puck. He chips it out of the zone. And they're regrouping middle ice. Dorman's chasing, and puck comes into the D zone. Steps up by Howie. They take a shot, and glove saved by Ezra. Same lineup here. Lindquist wins it forward. They're going to take a shot. Glove saved by Ezra. Same lineup. Lindquist, Dorman, Baker, Van Bergen, Howie. They win the faceoff back to the point. They keep it in the zone. They're going to take a shot from the top. Redirected. Now over to Van Bergen. They get it out of the zone. Van Bergen chips it into the D's in O zone. Dorman's forechecking. Puck comes in the near boards. Howie steps up and chips it up to Dorman. Dorman battle at the blue line. Westonka gets possession. They chip it into the O zone. Baker's there. Good takeaway by Baker. Baker's skating behind the net. He's getting some momentum. He chips out to Lindquist, who chips it into the neutral zone. Puck's going to go all the way down the ice for an icing call. Two to 1 game, Mound Westonka, with 7:30 to go in the second period. We got Riot, Logan, Francis, Connor, and Cohen on the ice with Ezra and net. Connor takes the face-off over to Francis, but they get it at the top of the zone. Redirected, bounce pass by Riot into the near corner. Logan has it. Gets the puck taken away by Mound Westonka. Puck center the crease. Loose puck still. Weak shot attempt stolen by Logan. Logan has the puck. Far boards. He chips it up, but can't quite get it out of the zone. Now he plays it off the seat of his pants. Comes over to Westonka. They have it at the bottom of the circle. They try a 360 move that gets stolen by Logan. He tries to get out of the zone and does. And that's going to be an offsides call. Flyers are getting a change. We got Paulson, Sabatka, Nice with Howie and Baker at D. Puck swung over to Sabatka. He chips it into the neutral zone. Westonka chips it into those zones. Howie steps up, takes a big swing at it, and is content just to ice it. .6:39 to go in the second period. Flyers are trailing by 2-1. We'll go to the same lineup. Paulson, Sabatka, Nice, Howie, Baker. Nice takes the face-off. They lose it to the boards. Baker's trying to get it out of the zone. Westonka chips it in. Howie steps up and intercepts it now over to Baker. Baker redirects behind the net. He's going to wrap it around the boards. Sabatka tries to chip it out of the zone, but can't. Westonka has it now, far corner. They centering pass. They can't quite catch it. Takes a backhand shot off of Howie. A bunch of Flyers battling here. Now Baker comes away with it. Baker behind the net. He chips it over to Sabatka, who can't quite get it out of the zone. Hits the brakes, but Nice has it now. Nice, gets tripped. Now they have neutral zone possession by Westonka. Puck comes away here. They're going to try to take a shot. Gets redirected by Nice. Good pester. Now Paulson's got it. Paulson's got some space, but gets held up. Now he's got it. He chips it into the neutral zone. Puck goes far boards, but they meander through a different player. Howie sends it over to the boards. A bunch of Flyers chip it into the neutral zone, but can't quite. Now on the ice is Zane. Zane comes up and chips it in the neutral zone. Paulson tries battling here, and they get an offsides call. .5:14 to go in the second period. Puck comes over to Zane. They lose it here in the neutral zone. Now they enter the offensive zone. They have possession. Centering pass. Good save, but they scored on the rebound. So it'll be 3-1 Westonka. Good initial save by Ezra, but we weren't able to cover up the rebound. Three to 1, Mound Westonka. 4:48 to go in the second period. Mound Westonka enters the zone. They're going to take a shot from top of the circle, and glove save by Ezra. Puck shot out behind the net. Howie gets to it first. He's going to chip it off the boards. Over to Dorman. Dorman tries to center it out and gets it out of the zone. Should be an offsides call, but Howie has possession now. He's got some momentum. He goes around a player. Top of the circle. He's going to take a shot. And glove saved by Westonka. We got Kalesi, Dorman, Van Bergen on the ice with Baker and Howie. Kalesi wins the face-off forward. Westonka gets possession. They try to wrap it around the boards. Howie steps up and keeps it in, but chips off of Dorman's leg pad and goes in the neutral zone. Baker has it. He chips it back up the boards. Dorman chips it up to Kalesi. Kalesi loses at the blue line. Dorman is battling in the near board with Kalesi. Puck's still stuck here on the boards. Out shoots into the D zone. But the Flyers are able to keep it in. Puck's loose at the neutral zone. Corbin has it. He backhands it over to Van Bergen. Van Bergen can't quite play it. They shoot it into neutral zone. Baker steps up, keeps it in. Flyers are getting a change, and that'll be an offsides. Flyers have a change. We got Nice, Francis, Cohen, Riot, and Crone on the ice. Connor has it mid-neutral zone. Tries to keep in by Logan, but then they have a guy that's cherry picking, but Riot's able to get back and take it away. Westonka gets possession at the far boards. They come to the bottom of the circle. Centering pass, redirected by Nice. Going to end up in a shot opportunity, blocked by Francis. Nice job. He backhands it over to Riot. Now back to Francis. Riot's got it below the goal line. She's skating but loses it. Wraparound attempt. Nice job by Ezra. Centering pass blocked by Logan. Logan's got it now below the circle. He goes up the boards. Can't quite maintain possession. But now he's back to it. Now Riot chips it out of the zone. Nice play there to clear it out. Mound Westonka has it. Now they enter the zone. They skate around one player and Logan trips him up. Riot's got it now below the goal line. Westonka gets possession. And Connor tries to chip it out of the zone. They can't quite connect. They go D-to-D pass. They're going to take a shot that's blocked by Riot. Francis over to Nice. Nice has it. They lose it in the top of the crease. They're going to try to take a shot. It gets redirected by Crone to the far corner. Now puck's loose. Connor chips it in the neutral zone. Connor is skating after it. And Connor takes it away and it's tripped. The crowd thought that was a trip and they didn't call it. Puck is shot now down to their end, redirected by the goalie. Puck is held by Lindquist on the far boards over to Paulson. His centering pass misses its target there to Sabatka. Sabatka loses it up to Howie. Howie gets tripped up on the boards. Puck's loose at the blue, now chipped in. Let's see if Paulson gets to it. Paulson takes a shot, loose puck, covered by the goalie. .52 seconds to go in the second period. Flyers chasing 3-1. We got Paulson, Lindquist, Sabatka with Howie and Baker on the ice. Puck comes out to Howie at the top of the circle. He's going to take a shot that gets blocked by a Westonka player. Flyers have to regroup in the neutral zone. Baker has it. They lose it to Westonka. Westonka gets possession. They try to chip it in, but deflected by Paulson. Now they're going to dump it in, but they're going to get called for offsides. We got Zane, Alessi, and Tanner with Logan and Riot. Puck's won by Westonka. Shot over to Zane. They lose it. Westonka's got it. They're going to take the shot, and it is saved by Ezra. Puck's won over to the far boards. Logan's battling over the far boards. They go around him. They're below the goal line. 13 seconds to go in the period. They try a wraparound that Ezra was there for it this time. Now they have it in the below the circle here. Battle by Zane and Tanner. Tanner's got it, and that will end the second period. Flyers tied in the second period, 1-1. However, we're trailing 3-1 for the game. So good period. Be back in a minute. All right, back for the third period. We got Van Bergen, Neese, and Dorman with Riot and Logan at D. Neese wins it forward, and it's possession. Now to Van Bergen. Van Bergen enters the offensive zone. All three Flyers are chasing. Puck's loose here, over to Crone. Dorman loses it, now to Neese. Dorman's battling for it. Riot tries to keep it in, but can't. Flyers got to touch up. Now Westonka has possession behind the net. Neese is battling here on the near boards. Comes over to Van Bergen. Van Bergen takes a shot. Saved by the goalie. Dorman gets to it behind the net. He has it taken away. Westonka's got some momentum. They're off to a rush. Go around Riot. Now go around Logan. We got 3-on-0. Shot saved by Ezra. Nice job by Ezra. So it's 3-1. With 11 minutes to go in the third. Looks like we got Lindquist, Francis, Connor, shot attempt, glove save. Good job by Ezra. We got Cohen, I think Evan, Sullivan, Corbin, Francis on the ice. Baker has it. Move over to Francis. Francis whiffs on the clearing shot. Westonka's got it now, top of the circle. There gets shot. Blocker saved by Ezra. Francis has it now at the far boards. Francis gets tripped. They don't call it. Puck goes now near corner below the goal line. Westonka tries to skate around, wrap around attempt, blocked by the Flyers. Now Francis has it. Francis tries to clear it out of the zone, but they can't. They take a shot that goes wide right. Corbin now has it. Corbin up to Cohen, who tips it into the neutral zone. The puck's going to come all the way down with 10:24 to go in the third, and the Flyers trailing 3-1. Looks like we got Connor, Paulson, Kalesi, Sabatka, Crone, and Riot on D. Centering pass deflected by Riot to the far boards. Westonka gets possession. They take a shot that's blocked by Logan. Logan goes after it on the far boards. He tries to chip it up to Paulson. Can't quite connect, but it goes into the Westonka. They take a shot that goes below the goal line. Now Riot takes the puck away, and she's skating the puck up the ice. Loses it in the neutral zone to Westonka. Back and forth action here in the neutral zone. Westonka gets possession. They're going to enter. They're going to pass it to central ice, and they can't contain the pass because of the far boards. Or Paulson and Kalesi get it out. They're going to have to regroup now in the neutral zone. Kalesi comes and takes it away. Nice play by Connor. See what he can do. He gets it taken away, though. Good play by their D, but now he gets it back. But they're going to wrap it around the boards here, see if Sabatka can get to it. He does. He chips it back down, but they're going to chip it back up. Sabatka has it. Now over to Kalesi. Now Riot. Riot going to take a shot attempt, and glove saved by their goalie. Paulson was there for the rebound. Should the goalie have let it up, but he covered that rebound up. Flyers are going to get a change now. We've got Zane, we got Connor and Tanner with Baker and Howie. Neese over to Howie. Howie takes a shot that goes wide left. Neese is going to get to the puck and back out to the point. Howie tries to backhand it down, and Westonka is going to chip it out of the zone. Now it's a race. Baker's getting there. They're going to try to wrap around. That is deflected. Loose puck in front of the goalie. Neese has it now. He chips it to the far boards. Now they get it out of the zone. Zane's in now. Zane has it at the midline. He's going to dump it and chase. We got Tanner and Zane and Connor. Puck, they try to shoot it out. Baker steps up and can't quite keep it in the zone. But Howie is back. We got 4-on-1. They're going to take a shot and goal. We got 4-1 Westonka. $8:14 to go in the game. We got Dorman, Neese, and Van Bergen with Riot and Logan. Van Bergen's got it. Moves it over to Lindquist. Lindquist enters the zone. Now Crone has it. He tries to dump it in, but it's taken away. Puck comes over to Riot. She's got it. Now in our zone. Passes over to Van Bergen. Van Bergen to center ice to Evan. He chips it over to Dorman. Dorman's got it now. Lindquist. Lindquist has it bottom of the circle over to Eli in goal. Nice play. Oh, good little give and go by Lindquist over to Van Bergen. And the Flyers score with 7:34 to go in the third, down 4-2. Good pressure there. Evan had a nice assist. And Eli, right place, right time. 4-2. Puck's one over to Dorman. Dorman across the ice to Logan. Logan's going to carry it up. He's going to take a shot. Redirected, loose puck. Goalie comes way out of the net. Now the puck comes off a couple skater sticks, but now Taka has possession. They got momentum. They're entering the zone. Howie's pestering. They get it below the net. They try to center it here. Nope, they're going to go out to the point, top of the circle. They're going to take a shot. And glove saved by Ezra. .701 to go in the third period. I think Kalesi wins it forward. Blocker saved by Ezra. Puck now over to Kalesi. Kalesi tries to tip it out of the zone. Can't. Now Fance gets it out of the zone. Puck's going to come down the ice. They're going to regroup. Go around Francis. Goes around Connor. But Connor's able to take it away now. Neutral ice over to Howie. Howie has it, but has it taken away in neutral zone. They're going to chip it down over to Fance. Fance has it at the blue line. Now Kalesi gets it out of the zone. He kicks it up the ice. The Flyers are getting a little bit of a change. Corbin throws it up the ice. Now we got just a cluster at the neutral zone. It comes out to Corbin. Corbin tries to chip it over to the far boards and does. Now they chip it up to Baker. Baker has it in our zone. He chips it off the boards to Sabatka. Sabatka backhands it to neutral ice. Puck's loose. Good step up by Baker. Over to Paulson. Paulson's got a breakaway. He's going to take a shot and go. It's directed. Connor Neese has it. Good pass by Sabatka. Connor comes out. He chips it behind the net. Paulson's going to get to it first in the far corner. He's got it. Sabatka's battling in front of the net. Now Westonka's got the puck behind the net. They're going to get some momentum. They're off to the races. They got 2-on-2 here with Riot and Logan back. They cross the line, and they're going to have an offsides call. Hey, the Flyers have no quit today. 5:25 to go in the third. Good opportunities. We got Tanner, Lundqvist, and Zane are your forwards with Riot and Logan at D. Pucks back and forth neutral zone. They enter. They're going down the crease. They're going to take a shot. Save. Cleared, rebounded here by Logan. Logan's got it. Got the puck in some space. He's going to chip it up the ice, and we're going to get an icing call. 5:02 to go in the game. All right, we got Lindquist taking the face off. They win it back to the point, go D-to-D pass. Shots deflected off of Logan and Tanner. They get the puck behind the net. Oh, they tried to do the fake wraparound, and good save by Ezra. They take a shot that goes wide right. Now they have it, top of the circle. Now they dangle up, and another save by Ezra. They're going to do the same play, but this time Logan steps up and takes it away. Now Riot battles in the far corner. Westonka gets possession behind the net, but then loses it. Lindquist chips it over to Crone. Crone has it, gets challenged, taken off his skates. Zane steps up and gets in the middle of it, but they get possession now. They take a shot that goes high. 4:20 to go in the game. Tanner battling here in the near corner with Riot. Puck shoots way up in the air. Caught by a player. They take a shot that goes wide left. Now they have it now behind the net. Takes a centering pass. It's redirected by Logan. Logan tries to chip it out of the zone, but can't. Comes back down to Riot. Riot has it behind her net. She chips it up to Evan, who's centering ice pass. Can't quite get out of the zone. But now Riot has it. Dorman and Van Bergen got on the ice with the change. They have it at the top of the circle, blocked by Dorman. Now they get it and take another shot, saved by Ezra. Now Evan's trying to get it out of the zone. He gets it over to Eli. Eli Gets it fine. Nope, we don't get it out of the zone yet. Baker tries to just take a slap shot to clear it. Ooh, good stick save by Ezra. Centering pass, no one's home. Evan is going to finally get it out of the zone. We got 3 minutes and 13 left to go in the game. Flyers trailing by 2, and they got an icing call. So we got Baker, Howie, Kalesi are on the ice. Cohen is on the ice. We got one. We need one more. And Francis. 3 minutes ago, Flyers trailing by 2. Flyers, they win it back to the point. Takes a shot and saved by Ezra. Kalesi wins the faceoff. He's off to the races. And he loses it with the stick check there by Westonka. Puck's in the near boards. Sullivan steps up, tries to chip it out. Puck shoots all the way across. Howie's going to get to the puck first. See what he wants to do with it. He's just going to shoot it in the neutral zone. We'll have an offsides call. 2:37 to go. 2:36. Nice, Sabatka, and Paulson are your forwards. Westonka has it neutral ice. They enter the zone. Good stick by Riot and Connor. Puck comes out to the point. Now they take a shot that's blocked by Logan. Logan tries to get it out of the zone. Paulson can't quite get to it. Now Nice. Nice tries to get out, but it's taken away at the top of the circle and shot wide right. Sabatka's battling in the near corner. Cleared by Nice. Can't quite get it out. Nice now chips it back in. Centering pass by Westonka is redirected by Paulson. Now Nice, he chips it out. Now he's streaking down the ice. Puck's entered the zone. Nice has it. He's going to take a weak shot attempt. Puck goes down to the goal line. Now and by the net. Paulson's battling behind the net. Oh, centering pass. Oh, Connor almost had the rebound shot opportunity there. Ooh, 1:28 to go in the game. Flyers trailing 4-2. We got Dorman, Lindquist, and Van Bergen with Baker and Howie. Face-off's won by Mintonka. Shot up the boards to Howie. Howie's going to take a shot. Goes wide right. Van Bergen's going to take a shot that's saved by Westonka's goalie. Puck shot out. Center. Oh! And oh! Puck's loose now behind the net. That was a great shot attempt by Lundqvist. Baker's got it. Baker, oh, just goes a DDD pass, and now the Flyers got to regroup, and we're going to have an offsides call. Baker didn't know how he was already going back. That was a great opportunity there for the Flyers. Kalesi, Nice, and Sabatka are your forwards. Kalesi wins the face-off, and they lose it. Sabatka keeps it in. Tries to get over to the Nice. Nice can't quite get to it. They're going to dangle into the neutral zone. Crone steps up and redirects it. 42 seconds left. Puck enters the zone. Now they have possession. They enter the neutral zone. Stepped up by Howie. Howie chips it in. Caught by Westonka, and they're going to chip it up so you can get to it first. Saved by Ezra. 24 seconds to go in the game. Puck comes out to the point. Battle here, 16 seconds. Back and forth here. The Flyers going to try to chip it out of the zone. They do. Let's see if Connor can get to it first. Oh, can't quite get to the puck. But they lose it. Connor's got it now. Connor takes a shot. Save. Oh. Good effort by the Flyers. They lose 4-2 to Mound Westonka, but really good game.